YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I have another pickups video for you here. It's been extremely slim lately. I mean, there's not a whole lot out there to pick up. I don't know what it is. It might be my Canadian weather here. It's been pretty miserable winter. A lot of snow, a lot of cold. So maybe people aren't cleaning out their stuff as much, so the thrift shops have been pretty much empty. Or it might be the fact that garage salers can't garage sale, so they're hitting up the thrift shops and getting there before I do. It's really hard to say, but there hasn't been a whole lot out there. I mean, I'm used to picking things up every few days because I do go out quite a bit, and recently it's been pretty much dead. I've been really hard pressed to pick up a few things. I did pick up a few items here that, you know, were reasonable prices, I guess. Nothing super stellar, but it's just been that kind of climate lately out there as far as thrifting goes that it's just made it quite difficult actually to find anything worth picking up. But I'll get started and hopefully you like this stuff. We'll see what happens here. I'm pretty happy with most of it, and a lot of it I'll be able to bundle off and things like that as well, and a couple of things for my collection, so pretty happy all around. The first thing I'll show you that I picked up was actually from a Goodwill, and this thing had been sitting there for a really long time. I saw it there for probably almost a month. Nobody bought it. I decided to buy it. And the interesting thing is it is entirely sealed, so I figured I would pick it up, and it's Fight Night 2004 for the original Xbox. Not super interested in this title necessarily, but I couldn't beat it for the price. This cost me $1.50. Interestingly enough, with this one, when I went in, they were having their 75% off sale, but it was on red tag. And if you take a look, the writing right there for 606 is in red, and then they have 404 in green. And so when I took this up to the counter, she wanted to charge me 404, and I said, you know what though, this was originally priced as a red tag item for 606, and so 75% off basically made this $1.50, which would have been better than 404 on a half price day. So at that point I decided I'd pick this up because I kind of got sick of seeing it, and at the same time it is completely factory sealed, so you know, maybe to someone that will be useful or whatever. I'll probably never open this, but you know, sealed Fight Night 2004, couldn't beat it for $1.50. Moving on, and that was a while ago. I mean, I picked that up a few days ago, but I just couldn't even make a video of the stuff that I picked up at that point, but I'll move on. The same day, actually, at a different Goodwill, I picked up Blazing Angels 2 for the PS3. I picked this up before for the Wii, so I don't really know which one I'll stick with. Probably this one, and I'll get rid of that other one. But for that I paid $4, and I'm not super pumped on it because I'm not really a plain kind of guy, but it was complete, and the disc is in like perfect shape. So for basically a new copy of Blazing Angels 2 with everything, I figured $4, not too bad at all. Also, I stopped by a Value Village where I never pick up anything pretty much, which is interesting because the stuff I have later, actually most of it came from there. But that one day that I did stop in there, I picked up this right here. It's a Indigo GameCube controller, obviously. For that one there, I paid $4.99, so $5 for that. But I will have some GameCubes that I'm trying to unload soon. I mean, I have one that's working and it's in great shape, and I have a whole bunch of other ones that I've picked up on the thrift throughout my videos over basically the course of the last 8 months or whatever. This one here, I'll just open it up and you can kind of get a look at it though. For $5, I think it's in pretty good shape. It's pretty excellent there. Everything's working perfectly fine. I haven't really tested it out, but there's no reason for me to believe that it wouldn't be pretty good. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but all the buttons feel good and the joysticks are excellent, like they spring right back. So someone took pretty good care of this and then donated it for $5. I thought it was a pretty good deal. The next things all came from a Value Village, and some of them I don't really know if I should have necessarily bought them, but it just came to the point where I'd been driving around town for a couple weeks and basically finding nothing, so I went for it. The first thing that I spotted when I walked in there was this copy of Echo the Dolphin, and for this one here I paid $4, so not too bad at all, I think, for that. I thought this was actually better shaped than the one that I have, and both of the ones I have now are loose cart. This one's not, but I will definitely trade this off with a system. I do have some systems I definitely need to sell off, so this will go with that for sure, and not too bad, I think, for $4. The next one was a title that I tried to pick up previously, but it didn't have the disc in it, so I had an empty case for it, but I do have it now complete, and it's WWF Warzone. Pretty cool. I mean, you know, it's a wrestling game or whatever. They had a couple other sports titles there, and they had Gran Turismo 2, which I already have, and they wanted $6 for Gran Turismo 2, so it was kind of crazy. Value Village, they're getting their prices down a little bit, I think, from before, because stuff wasn't going off the shelves, but it just hasn't been that great. The disc for this one's pretty excellent, and I paid $1.99 for that one, so $2 for this. Can't beat it. Worst comes to worst, it's a pretty decent shaped case to put another game in, that's for sure. But again, I didn't have it in my collection, so pretty good all around. Also at the same place, I picked up a copy of The Simpsons Hit and Run. I was sort of debating this one because it doesn't have the manual in it, and I'm trying really to get more complete things when I'm doing that. The disc is in pretty good shape. Most of that stuff you see on there is just things that will need to be cleaned off. But it is the black box kind of label, not the greatest hits, which, like I've said before, it doesn't really matter to me if it is, but this one isn't, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, the price of that was $6, but I went for it anyways, just because of the fact that I don't have this one in my collection, and happy to add that one in. Looks pretty fun. I think it's kind of a clone of like a GTA kind of game, but with Simpsons characters, so kind of fun. A game I already have in my collection is the next one, and this is also a PlayStation 2 title, and it's Legacy of Kain Defiance. And for that one as well, I paid $6. This one here, though, is complete, so that's pretty cool all around. And the disc is in pretty good shape. I mean, there's a few minor surface scratches, but it will definitely play. And I already have this in my collection, but I thought this was, you know, pretty decent for $6 to pick up a title like this, and I would probably end up bundling that later on when I'm selling off systems. So I'll have to see, though, between my copy and that one, which one is in better shape, and I'll do my little mix and match plan. Probably the best game that I picked up, I don't know about its value wise, but something I didn't have in my collection, so I'm really happy to add this one, is The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. So pretty awesome right there. It's totally complete as well, and the disc is, again, it like has some stuff on it, but it's pretty good shape. You know, it'll definitely play. That's what's important to me. And then the other thing with it, though, is that the case on it's like kind of beat up. The artwork's perfect, but for some reason there's a piece of it's been like cut out, and that sort of happened to it. For that one, though, I paid $5, so pretty cool. Really happy to get that one, and pretty surprised to actually find anything at that Value Village, to tell you the honest truth. The last item that I picked up is pretty interesting. I mean, I have other systems as well for this, so it's not my first time I've ever picked one of these up, but still, I was pretty surprised to find it. I think that's why I found it the most interesting, because it was half price day today at the Goodwill, which for electronics, and this counts as electronic, and it's a N64 console. And for this one here, I paid, it says 20 there, but I paid half of that, so I paid $10 for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the expansion pack in, it's just a jumper pack, but at least that's in there, because sometimes those are missing. This was actually behind the shelf, it wasn't on the in the electronics section, so I always take a look there before I cash out, and I'm glad I did, because I found nothing there except for this, and pretty cool though, but it comes with you know, its power supply and everything like that, so pretty wicked deal for $10 there. But this will definitely be a sale item. Like, I will sell this off and bundle it with things and whatever, and try to, you know, recoup a little bit of my cost for everything else. But pretty cool all around to actually find something, because right now, like I was saying before, it's been pretty dry. I mean, that represents basically 2 weeks of, or maybe like a week and a half of pickups that I've gotten from the thrift shops. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Comment down below, feel free to thumbs up this video, and I will see you all later.